What's up, prime time? What's up, prime time? How's everybody doing? Come on in, come on in. I'm just sharing out the live. Just sharing out the live on social media. So what's going on, everybody? Okay, there we go. We all set. How's everybody doing? Come on in. Come on in. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very kindly. I am... tasty. I am prepping for my turkey. Hey, everybody. Hit the like button. Thumbs up. Come on in. We're going to be discussing Housewives of Atlanta as well as me prepping my little turkey. Y'all want to see my turkey? Let me see if I can reach the computer. It's on the counter. I don't know if y'all can see it from here. Hold on. Let me lift the screen up. Can you see it sitting on the counter back there? It's like 25 pounds, 26 pounds. It's like huge. It's really huge. And that big blue bucket right there, that's what the turkey is going to be sitting in overnight in the turkey brine. So, okay. But yes, I'm brining my turkey. I love brining my turkey. I don't know if you've ever done it before or if you know what it is, but I have posted the sorry. Thought I shared my live out, but I'm sharing it out now. So okay. But I have posted the recipe on my community page. The turkey brining recipe, I have posted it on my community page. Community tab, I should say. But yes, so that's what I'm doing right now. So if you want to check out the recipe, feel free. Check out the recipes on my community tab. I know it's a little late in the evening and some people already done some things to their turkey or already cooked their turkey. But if you haven't and you want to try brining it, feel free to follow my recipe. You still have plenty of time to get it in a good brine, but depending on what time you put your turkey on. I probably won't put my turkey on till, I don't know. I cook it in my roaster. So it takes a couple of hours in my roaster because I use my stove to do my dressing, my macaroni, my beans, the stove be already going full power, full Serato. So when it comes to my turkey, I put it in my big old roaster. I got, turkey roaster thingamajigga, and that's what it does. But anyway, so while we're discussing Housewives of Atlanta, make sure you come on in and hit the like button, and let me know how you feel about this past episode if you watched it. It was called Love, Marriage, and Sour Peaches. Now, when they said sour peaches, I don't know who exactly the producers are referring to when they said sour peaches, when they called it sour peaches. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Probably because, some of the people in there right now is feuding and they don't get along too well. And, we already know who that is. Nene, Cynthia, Eva, Marlo. Although I think Marlo would really want to try to have some sort of relationship with Eva, Eva's not having it. And I think it, stems mainly from the fact last season when Eva's address got put out there, or the location where she lived, and Eva had claimed that, her husband, who was a is she a defensive attorney or prosecuting attorney? I can't remember what kind of attorney he is, but anyway, she said he needs security because some of the cases that he be trying, and then on top of that, her and her ex, her oldest kid's father, I guess they must have had some kind of domestic issue, and she got restraining order against him. So other than that, I don't know. I don't know why Eva's holding such a big grudge against Marlo. But if y'all know, let me know, because I just can't. I can't remember. But as far as Nene and as far as Cynthia, you can definitely tell this last episode that Nene really, really seems kind of hurt by the strain on her and Cynthia's relationship. I don't know if y'all can tell, but when Nene was behind the scenes in the green room, or the green screen room, and she was crying, and I think she wishes that they could have a relationship, like they used to, her and Cynthia. It's just really hard right now. It's a real big strain on their relationship right now. And I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea if they'll, get back on, the same page again ever. I'm hoping they do, because they were really close, at one point. When Nene had saw Cynthia at the Pride event, she was on one float. Nene was on one float. Cynthia was on another, and Nene darn near broke her neck to go over there and say hi. Now, she said, being that we had, such a close relationship in the past, it wouldn't be right for her not to say hi. You know what I mean? Now, as far as if Nene wouldn't have went over there and talked to Cynthia and her daughter Noelle, do you think that Cynthia would have eventually made her way over to Nene? I don't think so. I really, really don't think so. I think, Cynthia's trying to stand her ground. She claims, all last season that, and maybe a little further down the line that, Nene always made everything about her, at her wedding, at different events, at what's her name? Eva's wedding, just different events. And she's like, she's always making about herself and is Nene this and Nene that. And, and she's standing her ground though. Nene, she went on live and she was telling, went on interviews and was telling, everybody she thinks she's weak. Cynthia's weak. I don't know exactly what she means by weak. Like she ain't got no backbone, she ain't got no spine, or she's a follower, not a leader. I don't know exactly what Nene means by that, but Cynthia, she was going around, interview after interview after interview, saying how toxic the relationship was between her and Nene, and how, I don't know. Nene is Nene. You get what you get out of Nene. She's been like the same person since the beginning of times. This is what, season 12? Nene has been the same person for as far as I can remember. I mean, her attitude, thinking she's like this grand person, better than everybody else, all the time, and everybody's beneath her, and you gotta look up when you see her, you know what I mean? But she's always been like that. She's always, but for some reason, now Cynthia, I mean, all she's talking about is how toxic she is and how Nene is always trying to make herself the center of everything and da 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 da. But yeah, y'all let me know if y'all think that Cynthia would have made her way over to the float where Nene was, if Nene would have made her way over to speak to her and Noelle. Now, one thing that was a little weird last episode was when Marlo and Nene was having a conversation, and she just asked a question. She wasn't coming at Nene crazy. She wasn't shading her. They cool, they friends. They like real cool. But she did tell her, she was like, Cynthia's hurt too. You're hurt. Y'all not talking. Y'all need to sit down. Y'all need to try to, do something to fix it. And then she was like, do you feel like the least bit responsible for anything? And Nene was like, really? Really? Do I feel responsible for anything? For the reason why me and Cynthia is no longer friends? She was like, yeah, do you feel responsible? Man, she must have got up, left Marlo there just sitting. Marlo started chasing her. Nene, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. Nene bounced. She bounced up out of there. She just walked out the restaurant. Because I don't know if she thinks that she's really not responsible for anything, or if she doesn't want to face the fact that she might be responsible. I'm just cutting up my orange here, cutting it up into 8 pieces. This is going to go in the turkey brine. Make sure you guys hit the like button, those who coming in. And if you want my turkey brining recipe that I use, it's posted on my community tab. You can brine your turkey up to 24 hours, but no longer than 24 hours. Of course, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so you don't want to brine it for 24 hours because it'll be tomorrow night before you... But I'm going to brine mine for, let's see, it's 10:33. About time it gets in the fridge, it'll probably be 11:33. So I'm going to brine it to like 10 a.m. So that's about, almost 12 hours. But yeah, they recommend brining it for 12 hours if you brine it in no more than 24 hours. No more than 24 hours. So what I normally do with my turkey, I take my turkey out the freezer 4 days before I want to cook it, whether it's a holiday or not a holiday. I take it out 4 days before I want to cook it. And then I almost lost my train of thought. Okay, I take it out 4 days before I want to cook it. Let it thaw out, take it out the freezer, put it in the bottom of the fridge, let it thaw out. It takes a couple of days. After a couple of days, then I, take the thing out, the turkey. I take the turkey out and I start my brine procedure. And part of the procedure is slicing up some lemons, some limes, lemon, lime. Let me get some paper towels. 1 second. Cam, you about to play video games? Don't play it too loud. Okay. These juices are squirting everywhere from this lemons and limes and oranges. Lemons, limes, oranges. Let's see. I already cut up my oranges for those who just came in. Now I'm cutting up my lime. I'm going to put them in the same bowl with the oranges. And now I have to cut up my lemon. Then I'm going to cut up my onion. Then, let's see. I got my garlic still in the store vegetable bag. Then I'm going to cut up my garlic. Then we have rosemary. We have sage leaves. We have bay leaves. And we have dried thyme. So all the other ingredients are, as you can see, fresh or, the only thing that's not is the thyme leaves. So, and that's basically everything. Well, you need sugar, you need salt. I'll put that in my mixture, but that's like the ingredients. And again, I have it posted on my community tab. If you want to go over there and check out the community tab and get the full recipe. Let me go over there now. Okay. All the ingredients. It's a gallon of water divided because you're going to use 4 cups of water to boil your salt and sugar and to put all your brining ingredients in. And then the rest of the water you use later. 1 cup of salt, regular salt, or 1.5 cups of kosher or coarse salt, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 large lime, 1 lemon, 1 orange, 1 onion cut into thick slices, 3 to 4 sprigs of rosemary, which is right here, or 1 tablespoon dried, 3 to 4 sprigs of sage, right here, or 1 tablespoon dried, 4 garlic cloves, crushed, or, just, chopped up, 4 bay leaves, got the bay leaves, and 1 tablespoon of thyme. Remember, dried thyme. So we're going to cut all this up. And then, after that, in a large saucepan, we're going to bring 4 cups of water to a low boil, add the salt and sugar, and stir until it completely dissolves. Then we're going to put the cut up lemon, lime, and oranges. We're going to cut them up into 8 pieces each. Then you want to add all the remaining ingredients to the saucepan, reduce the heat to low and cover, let simmer for 30 minutes. So all of this stuff is going to simmer for 30 minutes. And then you're going to pour the mixture into a large pot, add the rest of that gallon of water, which should be cold, and add that to the mixture, the brining mixture. And then you refrigerate it until the entire brine, the part that you warmed up on the stove, and the cold water that you added to it to make up the full gallon. You're going to put that in the fridge till everything is completely cool. And then after that, we're going to get a turkey or a poultry. Well, I wouldn't call it a turkey or a poultry bag, but one of those bags that you can use for baking. Some people use them for chickens, for hams, stuff like that. So anyway, an oven bag. So we're going to put it in there, and then we're going to put all the water inside that bag with the turkey, then tie it up. the bag and then put the turkey in the bag into a container big enough to hold the turkey and put it in the fridge. And you let that sit. You can do it for up to 24 hours. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So again, we're not going to do it for 24 hours. But you brine for 1 hour per pound. 1 hour per pound. But you do not have to brine more than 24 hours. It's not recommended to go more than 24 hours. And then after that, you thoroughly rinse all the brine from your turkey before cooking. Otherwise, it'll be too salty. It'll be way too salty. Way too salty. Way too salty. So make sure you rinse it after it's done brining. After you thoroughly brine the turkey, after you thoroughly rinse the turkey, then slop it up and down and all around with butter and season it the way you normally season it. However you normally do your turkey. People have special seasonings, special rubs, special, I get down with mine. I butter and lather that thing up to, it's just buttered up. Then put all my seasonings on there. I throw onions in there. I throw garlics in there. I throw carrot. I throw all kind of stuff. All kind of stuff in my turkey. But trust me, that brining recipe will have your turkey just so very flavorful and delicious, and that citrus, and that it be so tender and juicy for day after day after day after day after day. Like, trust me. This is what I do. This is what I do. But anyway, let's get back to Housewives of Atlanta. Tell me how y'all feel about Kenya, because I am absolutely under the impression that her whole relationship is just fake. I mean, I can't see it any other way. I really can't see it any other way. Like, I don't understand okay. The thing about it is Kenya, she seemed like when she's not, has she ever not been in a relationship on this show? I'm trying to think back. Okay, I can't remember. Maybe she has always been in a relationship in this show. But what I'm getting at is Kenya don't seem the type of person to let a man just walk all over her. And I don't know if you want to call what Mark is doing walking all over her. It's kind of weird because, like she was saying, everything that she does, everything that she suggests, everything that she recommends, he's against it. If like she was saying, if she laid a baby down, he picked the baby up. If she, if they want to go somewhere like on vacation or something, he refuses to allow her to get a nanny or, a caregiver of some sort. So like, okay. When she was talking to Candy was like, so you mean to tell me when y'all go on vacations, like adult places, okay, let me not say it that way. Because you can take your children to like some exotic islands and things like that. But normally if the kids are older, they have things for them to do. They have, recreational, things that they can do. Even if you go on a cruise, they have so many things that kids can do, teenagers, little kids. But a baby, I ain't taking no baby on no cruise or to Jamaica or somewhere. I mean, who does that? Hey, Edo, how you doing, Edo? I'm just like, who does that? He said, dropping in to wish you and your family best, peaceful, and beautiful Thanksgiving. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. And back at you. I do hope everybody has a fabulous Thanksgiving. I mean, everybody. Even though it seems like a lot of people on this here YouTube and this here sector is beefing, I hope they have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I really do. But that's a whole nother topic. We might get into that after Thanksgiving because I'm not trying to entertain a whole bunch of negativity. right about now, it seems like a whole lot of people been making a lot of negative videos in this sector lately, and it is what it is. We watch, we entertain it. It's entertaining. I mean, it is, but sometimes it's like I'm just next. Sometimes you have to broaden out and try to find other people to watch or go into different sectors or just sign off YouTube altogether. I ain't been on here in 2 days. Now, I've been watching some people from the bushes because ever since last night, well, not last night, but around like 2, I want to say 1 or 2 p.m. yesterday, I started working on the dessert orders for my customers, and it literally took me till, what time did I go to bed? About midnight. Yeah, it took me about midnight to make all the cakes, because what I normally do when I have a lot of orders like that, like graduations, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, I make all the cakes one day and then let them sit overnight, firm up, stiffen, whatever you want to call it, totally cool off, all that before frost them and stuff. Then the next day, that's when I make all my frostings and or whatever it is, So yeah, so all yesterday I was baking, and all today I was decorating cakes since like early this morning, like 9 o'clock this morning. I got up and I was decorating cakes all day, and I got a chance to watch a few videos here and there, but I was like really busy. You said me either, Etta. I had to take a break. Yeah, sometimes you have to take a break. Sometimes you do. Now tomorrow, probably won't be on YouTube at all. It's Thanksgiving. And if you're on YouTube beefing on Thanksgiving, maybe you need to come over here and have some dinner. Have some dinner and hang out. Play some cards, some dominoes. Drink a brewski. Have some wine. You said you can't wait to eat some of it. I can't wait till you eat some either. I cannot wait. I love baking. I mean, I like cooking and baking, but I prefer to bake. I sure do. That's what I prefer to do. I prefer to bake, but you gotta eat. So of course I'm gonna cook. And like on the holidays, I don't know about y'all, but do y'all ever have somebody in your family and like they always, and it's not a bad thing, so don't get me wrong before I start, but somebody in your family who always want everybody at their house on the holiday, and it's like, not that you don't want to go, but it's like, okay, I'm cool with coming. I'll come. Hey, Joseph, what's up? What's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. And it's like, you're going to come, but it's like, you also want to have food at home at the same time, instead of going over somebody else's house and then trying to make a plate to go, or after the holidays you done cooked and done so much one day, the next day you just want to chill out, and some people have to go to work. I like to make my own food so me and my kids can have food at home, and then we can have food the next day if we want to eat it, the next day after that if we want to eat it. So yeah, I like to have my family a home cooked holiday meal. And then we can still house hop and go over different people's houses. But people sometimes be like, I'm cooking. You ain't got to cook. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I does. Yeah, I does. But okay, so here's my oranges, limes, and lemons. And I'm chopping up my onions right there. And remember, when you brining, you do not dice the onions. You leave them in like big pieces. So that's why I didn't cut it all the way down. Can you even see it? See, I left the onions like in big pieces. Okay, so we're going to move that over here. Move the trash out the way. And the last one to chop up is the garlic. And I'm going to use some of these garlics for tomorrow too. And we said we're going to use 4 garlic cloves. So that's too many. Okay, that's 4. But yeah, so that's what it is. So yeah, I'm making my own dinner. Not a whole bunch of stuff. Turkey. I'm making chicken and dressing. I made my chicken for the dressing last night. We're gonna have turkey. We're gonna have greens with some smoked meat. What else? Baked beans, yams, corn on the cob. What else? Oh, yeah, of course, mashed potatoes and gravy. I got some desserts. My sons, I asked them what cake they wanted me to make. Because my son, okay, I'm a cake decorator, right? I'm a personal custom cake decorator. But we don't eat a lot of cake. You know, me personally, I don't really eat cake at all. So usually for the holidays, I ask them what cake you want me to make, and they tell me, and that's what I do. So I don't do a lot of desserts because my kids aren't like big dessert cake eaters. They're not big cake eaters. Or pies. But there are certain things that they do like. And for this holiday, my youngest son, he actually told me to make a big cheesecake. So that's what I made. It's chilling in the fridge right now. I made a cheesecake for our dinner tomorrow. But yep, so, and we're going to have ham. I got a big ham in the refrigerator. And we're going to have barbecue feather bones. And what else? Beans, corn. Oh. And we're going to fry some chicken. So we're going to have some chicken, some turkey, some ham, some barbecue feather bones, beans, baked beans, dressing, macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese, corn on the cob, mashed potatoes and gravy. I think that's it. It sounds like I'm missing something. It sounds like I'm missing something on the menu. But whatever it is, it's up here in the cabinets. It's going to get cooked tomorrow. But yeah, so that's what we had. That's what we doing. Y'all let me know what y'all doing tomorrow. Are you going out to eat? Are you going to somebody's house? Are you cooking at home? I know my sons, the one who lives here, of course, he's gonna be here. But my other son, him and his girlfriend is coming over. My nephew and his fiance and they kids. My brother, my youngest brother. I think he's supposed to be coming by. My older brother, I need to check to see if my older brother's gonna come. He works a lot, so sometimes he works on the holidays. So I might have to just put him up a plate. But anyway, let me know what y'all got planned. But for those who just came in, we're reviewing Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm also prepping my turkey. I'm making my brine recipe right now for my turkey. And the recipe is pinned on my community tab if you want to check it out. I'm just cutting up my garlics right now. The logo of it across the bottom of the screen is covering up some of what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about Kenya's relationship to Mark, because it just, I don't know, it's not adding up. Like, he talking about, you said you stay home now and cook my own meal. It's nothing like having your own food at home. I'm going to have to go so I can start prepping my food. Yes. Have a wonderful day, Etta. Thanks for coming in and checking the live out and showing us some love. And I hope you and your family have a wonderful day tomorrow. Peace and many, 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 many blessings. Now go in that kitchen and get that food ready for tomorrow. I know a lot of people is doing that right now, so I know it's probably not going to be a lot of people show up in the live. That's okay. It's okay. Okay. But I'm just like, when she told Kandi that after she started getting so big, when she was pregnant, after she started getting so big, that Mark didn't want to have nothing to do with her, like he was turned off, like he couldn't believe how big she was or how, and then it's like it don't make sense because now I know some guys can be petty like that. I mean, it's wrong for you to be carrying their child and they get turned off because your stomach got big, because your cheeks done got big, because your anklets done swole up, because your I mean, you know what I mean. Like, you carrying a child, you doing all the hard work, and they turned off because you don't look the same way that they when y'all met. I know there are some guys out there, but the way she was talking about and just breaking it down, everything, it's weird. Like, it's weird. Like, I still believe that marriage was fake. And it's like, it seems like it's just getting to the point now where they just dragging it out for the TV show. And she ain't ashamed to say what's going down or what's not going down, should I say. But she's up there crying to Kandi and everything. It's weird. Like, okay, so when she called Kandi, okay, Todd and Kandi, which we'll get back to them with their surrogate mother. Surrogate. Is that what you call them? A surrogate mother? But we'll get back to them. But anyway, she had hit Kandi up when they came from the doctor's appointment with the surrogate. And Kandi was like, Todd, I gotta go. Kenya seemed like something's going on. It's an emergency. She seems like she really needs to talk. Something. Todd was like, cool. He took their little baby. Their little son. He's not a baby anymore. But he took his son, said, yeah, let's go. We go kick it together. You go see what's up with Kenya. And when she gets there, Kenya was like in the best is a mood. Like, okay, maybe something ain't wrong. Maybe she just wants Kandi to come over so she can gossip or something like that. But anyway, Candy even thought that too. She was like, dang, she's in a really good mood. I thought she was upset about something. But anyway, she lets her know a little later that what's going on. And then when she said she went on her anniversary with their child and not him, like everything, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Please let me know what y'all think, because it ain't all adding up to me. It ain't. It is not adding up to me. But my thing is this. If all this is going on, this man, he like shows you no affection, no attention. It seems like his only focus is the baby. When, like last episode, when she was trying to talk to him and she was trying to tell him how she feel about this, how she feel about that, it was like it was going in one ear after the other, and he was just ignoring her. Like totally ignoring her. And then this episode, she tells Candy, aka us, that when she got so far along her pregnancy, he didn't. I'm like, what? That is so weird. I don't know. Like my oldest son, who's 22, when I got pregnant with him, I told y'all before, I gained like 100 when I got pregnant with my first child. I could not believe it. I gained like 100 pounds with my first son. But Daddy was still right there. Still right there. So I don't know what's up with that. And I know Kenya didn't gain no 100 pounds. Her belly was big and all, but I don't think she gained no 100 pounds. So I don't know. After this season, though, I don't think they're going to be together. I really don't. I don't think they're going to be together. But anywho, so again, yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. What else was going on in this last episode? Oh yeah, I did say I was going to talk about Candy and Todd. Candy and Todd, you know, they have a surrogate mother who's been carrying their baby. Because Candy, you know, she had some complications before in pregnancy. She had, I think, not pregnancy, but she had like, I think she's had fibroids, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it might have been fibroids, I think. And, you know, other things that was going on. So she didn't want to try to carry the baby. So they got a surrogate. The surrogate is, I think at that time, 14 weeks. Yeah, like 14 weeks. So they did get to go see the ultrasound. They took their son with them A's. And he is so cute. I really like their little son. He is so cute. He's so smart and funny. He was like, you take care of my little sister. He was like, you got the baby in your stomach? He's so cute. He is really, really cute. I thought maybe that her her other child, her daughter, Kayla, would have been there. But, you know, it was just them three. But still, I think Kayla was getting ready to go to New York because Kayla, you know, she's thinking about being in clothing or design. The designer field. So I guess we'll see what's going to happen with Kayla as far as, you know, her moving to New York and everything. But yeah, so as far as Eva and Marlo, I thought that was very strange how Cynthia did not tell Marlo that Eva was coming, that Cynthia did not tell Eva that Marlo was coming to dinner. Like, what's tea? What do y'all think about that? And when, they sat down, and when she told her, when Eva and Cynthia sat down, and she told her that Marlo was coming, she was like, huh? Okay, well, I'll sit here and I'll enjoy my dinner, while she's not here. But when she get here, I'm bouncing. I'm getting up. And that she did. And Marlo was like, you ain't got to leave. You ain't got to leave. When Marlo got there, like, you ain't got to leave. You can stay, She was like, no. And she went and found she had the waiter, the staff, the restaurant staff, she had them find her another table. They sat her down somewhere else, and she sat down somewhere else, and she ate all alone by herself. And I was like, is it that serious? Like, really, ladies? I don't know. And Marlo is the kind of person I like Marlo, not as much as I might like some of the other ladies, but I like Marlo because she's like straightforward, straight no chaser. She can have a situation with you, but she knows how to, get along to go along. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. That saying, you don't have to get along to go along. You kind of like fake it till you make it. Like, okay, Cynthia, you invited me out to eat. Eva is here as well. What's up? Hey, ladies. How you doing? How's your day? Hey, did you guys order already? What's on the menu? Marlo's like, what? You just going to get up and run? You going to leave? Okay. And it's kind of like, it's like Eva's giving her power away, kind of. Like she's giving her power to Marlo by, no, I don't want to be around. I'm going to leave. Like you just took your whole food and went across the whole restaurant and sat down by yourself with your meal. Hey, Cliff TV. What's up? How you doing? But, let me turn my water on. Let's see. For those who are coming in, we're reviewing Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm up here prepping for my turkey. Then after that, I'm going to start on my greens and what else? Oh, I got to make my cornbread for my cornbread dressing and make the cornbread for the greens. And I'm going to be up for some time. After I get off of here and do my own, after I finish my own live, then I'm going to check out some videos on here so I can be entertained while I'm watching, while I'm continuing, doing my cooking and stuff for tomorrow. But I ain't gonna stay up all night. It's 11:07. I'm gonna try to turn in by at least at least 3 hours from now. And then if I go to bed by 2, I can get up by like 7-ish, get like 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, get up early enough and start putting all this stuff that's left over on that I ain't getting done tonight. So it's tough being the only cook in the house. The only cook in the house, the only person who can make the desserts in the house, the only person who can do the turkey. The kids, all they can help me do is clean up, which is helpful. Don't get me wrong, that's very helpful. I always tell them how appreciative I am of them. But yeah, so Just a Southern Belle 78. Hey, how you doing, Just a Southern Belle 78? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day. Are you prepping your food tonight, or are you cooking, or are you visiting tomorrow, visiting others, or going out for dinner, or what are your plans for tomorrow? Let me turn my pot on. I got the pot on the stove. a large saucepan, not too large, big enough for 4 cups of water and all your ingredients for your oranges, your limes, your lemons, for your onions and your garlic, your rosemary, your sage leaves, your bay leaves, and again, your dry thyme leaves. So all of that is going to go in the pot with 4 cups of water. So in this large saucepan, you bring 4 cups of water to a low boil. Then you want to add your salt and sugar. And again, it's 1 cup of salt. If you're using regular salt, it's 1 cup of salt. If you're using kosher or something more coarse, then it's 1.5 cups. As far as the sugar, it's 3/4 cups of sugar. So I got the hot water on now. I'm letting it warm up because we're going to have to put that 3/4 cups of sugar in there. And I have kosher and I have regular salt, but I like to use the kosher salt when I do my turkey brining. So I'm going to do the 1.5 cup for the salt because that's what you use for kosher or coarse salt. So, and you put the sugar in there and the salt, and basically you let that cook and boil and, stir it around, let it all dissolve. And then you put all the rest of these other ingredients, all the rest of that in the pot. And then you let that boil. You let that boil for about 30 minutes. About 30 minutes. And you want to reduce the heat to low and you want to cover it. So you got to make sure it's covered and it's basically on simmer for like 30 minutes. And then after that, pour the mixture in a bigger pot. Add the rest of the cold water because altogether you're using a gallon of water. A gallon. That's all the water you're using. 4 cups to boil all the ingredients. And then the rest, you putting that in a big pot with the boiling water. Put that all together. Put it in the freeze till it's all cold. And then after that, you want to get your oven bag, put your turkey in the oven bag, and put all that water into the bag with the turkey. And I'm going to show y'all what I put it's full of water now, so I'm not going to grab it. But I showed y'all earlier, if y'all want to rewind or check it out later. One of those bins you can buy from the dollar store, buy from Walmart, the storage bin, not too big. Let me see if I can get it on the film. I have to adjust the computer. Okay, you see it back there? Hey, Miss Naturally Nolens. Hey, Miss Nolens. Hey, baby. Okay. You see back there that bin that I was saying you can get from like the dollar store. Everybody got bins like that around the house. So that's what the turkey is going to go in. I'm putting it in it'll go in there around midnight. And I'm going to let it brine overnight till about 9 in the morning, 9, 10 in the morning. And then after it's done brining, then take it out, totally rinse all that brine off. Otherwise, you're going to have something of a salty, overly salty turkey because you're going to put your regular seasonings on there. You're going to put all this and that on there that you normally put, and it's just going to be so overly salty. So you have to make sure you thoroughly rinse the brine off before you do your magic with whatever you do with your turkey that you normally do. The butter, the seasoning, the sage, whatever you do to your turkey. So, but yep. And you see my turkey back there on the counter? You see that big old boy? He's a beast. That thing is so heavy. He's huge. He's like 20 something. The thing is hard. Let me hold on. Let me bring you bring this turkey over here. Ooh, see it? This thing is huge. Yes. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. But yeah. So that bad boy is going to be sitting in the brining solution. And where's my bag? I want to do my bag. Oh. Here's the baggie. You know, it's a regular oven bag. So, after your brining solution or your brining ingredients, and you know, boils for 30 minutes on the stove, and you take it out and you dump it in a big pot. I have here. Let me show you. I have this right here. So after the ingredients boil on the stove on simmer for 30 minutes, then you put in the big pot, fill it up with cold water, the other gallon, because remember you only need a gallon of water, 4 cups for the boil, and then you add the rest with the boil in a big pot. Put it in the fridge, let it get cold. And then after that, you're going to take this baggie, you're going to sit it in the blue thing. I'm going to have my son help me because he's going to have to hold the bag open while I put the turkey in there. And we're going to sit it in there. And then after I get the turkey in the bag, I'm going to have him pour the water in the bag with the turkey. And then we're going to tie the bag up. And it's going to be in the blue bin in the ice water. Because after you put all your water in the turkey in the baggie, you have to fill that up with cold water as well. And it's already halfway full of cold water because I didn't want to fill it up too much. So not only do you have your brining solution in here with the turkey filled up with the brining water, but you also have to have cold water because it has to be cold around the turkey as well. So it has to stay cold and chill for the brining solution to work. So that bin is going to be real heavy. So that's why I got to have my son help me. You know, he's going to pick that up and put it in the fridge after we get the turkey in there and the water around the turkey and in the bag. That bin is going to be heavy. But he's strong. He can handle it. He can handle it. But yeah, I do this all the time when I get my little turkey for the holidays or whenever I make a turkey. So the water is hot. I'm going to just sit it right here. Matter of fact, let me I don't want this to burn my plastic on here. So, okay. Got my pot. Put it down a little so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. I hope y'all can see that. So, I'm going to put these big chunks of onion in here. And I'll put all the garlic that I cut, the 4 cloves, put that in there. Then our oranges, limes, and lemons. And then we need the sage, the bay leaves, the rosemary, and thyme, dry thyme. So, the rosemary, we're going to get 4 sprigs out of here. This is about 2. This is 1, 2. And this is about 4. I can break these in half. So that's that. Things are kind of hard to open. And the bay leaves, I already had the bay leaves. Oops, almost dropped one. Because the bay leaves, I had bought some the other day because I had made, when I told y'all I had made homemade chicken noodle soup for my son who had the flu like a week ago. So here's the leftover bay leaves. So we're going to put 4 of these in here. 3, 4. So we put 4 sprigs of the rosemary. We put 4 of the bay leaves. Now for the sage, we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of those. And then, some of them fell off the branch or the 1 tablespoon of thyme, dried thyme. 1 tablespoon. That's about enough. So, again, after your sugar and your salt has been boiling and dissolved, then you put all this other stuff in there and you let it cook on simmer for like 30 minutes. So I'm going to take this back over here. And again, the recipe is on my community page. Community. Hold on, I gotta wash my hands. Okay. I can find a lid for the pan. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Can you see me? Okay, that's better. Hey, Torres, what's up? You just missed me doing my recipe. You just missed me doing my recipe for my turkey. But yeah, so I'm gonna let that brine on the stove cook on simmer on the stove, covered. Remember to cover it so it can simmer properly for 30 minutes. But how you doing, Torres? You all ready for Thanksgiving? I am so excited about Thanksgiving. It's like my favorite holiday. My favorite holiday. Next to, what's my second favorite? It used to be Thanksgiving. July 4th, but now that I got older, those firecrackers. And I'm not a firecracker hater. Like some people, they get older and they be like, oh my God, they've been popping firecrackers for a week straight. Oh my God. Can't they wait to the 4th? You know, I'm not one of those people. But yeah, it's just, you know, as you get older, you're like, okay, firecrackers, the kids are older, so it's not as exciting because your kids are older, and you know, seems like way more exciting when they're younger, you know. I don't know. But yeah, so my next favorite holiday is Labor Day. And that is because it is the last holiday in our neck of the woods. It's the last holiday of the summer. Now, some places, y'all have some really nice temperatures when it comes to, you know, August, September, October, November, you know, so, but still, you know, normally anywhere you go, that's like the last holiday before it starts getting cold. So that's why Labor Day is my second favorite holiday after Thanksgiving. And I throw a big old barbecue every Labor Day, and have everybody come over and we just be kicking it and turning up and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. So as far as back to the Housewives though, I do want to the name that Candy and Todd chose is Blaze for their little girl. It's cute. No shade. No shade. I swear, no shade. And the reason why I say it's cute is because I think her son Ace, you know, thought of it. And like their son's name is Ace. Like that's not a common first name or middle name, or you know what I mean. So you know they gonna be different anyway. I think her daughter name is Kayla. So you know Kayla is like a common name. Kayla. There's a lot of people named Kayla, Mug Kayla, Luck Kayla. You know how we do. We can hook up some names, put a name and add like 10 more letters to it, you know, to make it different. But, you know, with her second child, she named him Ace. And I like that name because it's different. And the little girl name is going to be Blaze. And I think it's cute because I think they let their son pick the name out because he was like, I like Blaze, you know. So I think he did pick the name out. But Kenya, this Mark dude, I'm going to end it on this. I had said that Kenya didn't seem like the type of person to me. The Kenya that I met when she first got on Housewives, I would never thought that she would be in this type of relationship. The way that she's saying the guy is like so combative with everything. They argue and fight all the time. I don't think physically. I don't think she would put up with anything physically. Especially after the last relationship, the one that she said was stalking her. Remember, he had bust out the windows to her garage. I was like, what? And this was on TV. Like, they didn't show him like in the action, in action, and they didn't show him breaking the windows. But we know he did it. She knew he did it. Matter of fact, I think he admitted it. Or when she said, "Why you break out my windows?" or something like that. But they didn't see him in the act. But he was really, really aggressive. And so to go from that relationship then to this relationship, and then on top of that, it was like, it's kind of like the same thing with Portia. Like Portia, and when she was talking to her therapist, the therapist was like, she said, but Portia was saying, okay, about Dennis. We all know by now that Dennis cheated on her throughout her pregnancy. They're supposed to be getting married, not separating, but they're supposed to be signing wedding documents, not child support documents. You know what I mean? So, but which I'm sure he would pay. I hope, with all those hot dog joints he got and hookah joints he got, I'm sure he can afford some child support. But anyway, she was telling her therapist, she put all her trust in him and everything. And the therapist was saying what the rest of us was saying. Like, did he even earn your trust? Y'all weren't even together that long. Then you pop up pregnant. You pop up with a ring. People was telling you what they was hearing about him in the street. You was ignoring it because you was so happy to be in a relationship. And the therapist is like, did he earn your trust? Did he earn it? Hey, the real King Mikhail, how you doing, boo? I don't think he did. And see, that's the thing. That's where a lot of us females, a lot of us women mess up. Because we'll be so in a rush to be in a relationship. Everybody around you is in a relationship. Everybody booed up, on dates and traveling and, just, the couple thing. And a lot of us females be so in a rush to get that, to be in a relationship. They don't give somebody the opportunity to earn their trust or earn their respect or earn this or earn that. You just giving it away. Just giving it away. Just giving it away. In return for what? And so it's like the same thing with Kenya. Like, y'all, these people, I don't know. I don't know. It's like everybody on here getting into these, popcorn relationships. Like, they single one day, then they back in a relationship, and then they married, and then they pregnant, and then it's like within like a year or so time. I'm like, dang. So, I think the therapist that Portia is seeing, I think she needs to schedule Kenya in her books. Matter of fact, Kenya and Portia, they can do a double date at the therapy session because they like going through the same thing in a certain type of way. Like Mark, as far as we know, he's not cheating on Kenya, but it's like he's, and I don't want to say he's being abusive, but sometimes you have to read between the lines, and it's like something ain't adding up. It's not adding up. Like, she be like, he's so angry. He gets so angry, and he fights over everything, and everything I do is wrong, and everything I mean, come on now. Ain't them signs? Them are signs that you should maybe not try to keep fighting for that relationship. Those are signs. Those are signs. And sometimes we ignore those signs. But I'm sorry, them is abusive signs to me. Unless she's dragging it, unless Kenya is dragging it out, unless she's just doing it for the coins, doing it for a storyline, that sounds like abusive behavior to me. That's where it starts. And then the fact that when he was over there at her house and she was cooking breakfast, trying to cook breakfast, I mean, it was like she was talking to herself the whole time. He didn't want to be bothered with her. He just tending to his daughter. So that's why I said, to me, like I said at the beginning of the show, it seemed like this relationship is very fake, very fake. I don't know if she's in the relationship for the storyline. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused. But again, let me know. And it's like, if she did this whole relationship, if this was just a planned marriage just to get back on the show, and then like maybe down the line be like, okay, I've been on the show a couple of seasons, they fell for it, I got my money back, I'm on the show, okay, now we can separate, okay, now we just, let's go our separate ways, and you still take care of your daughter, you pay this much a month, and I kind of feel like it's staged. I just really do. I feel like it's staged. So again, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Let me know. But as far as this turkey goes, tomorrow, when this turkey is done, I am going to post a picture on my community tab of the cooked turkey. And then, with maybe a few other things, that I'm up here, working on overnight and tomorrow morning. But I'm definitely going to put a picture up of the cooked turkey so y'all can know what my turkey look like. I got skills, y'all. A lot of y'all know I'm a personal custom cake decorator, but I can cook too. I done cooked online a little bit here and there, but mainly the decorated cakes as far as my culinary skills. But yeah, she can cook, she can bake, she can create. She's so talented. No. Thank you for sharing, the real Kima. I appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope everybody has a wonderful, blessed Thanksgiving. I hope nobody accidentally burns up a turkey. If you are frying a turkey, please follow all safety precautions with frying a turkey. Make sure that bad boy is outside, far away from the house. For real. Far away from the garage. Make sure you start that heat low. You don't start that heat just blazing hot when you're frying a turkey. But anyway, I hope nobody have any accidents. Y'all be safe out there. Be careful. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. A lot of this stuff that's going on YouTube and then, this sector of YouTube, a lot of the drama stuff, it's cool to watch, sometime, and, we get hooked in it, and, it's entertaining. We get our kikis in, our giggles, but tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So I hope for just one day this month, maybe people will be on some positive stuff tomorrow. Maybe. And that's just not on here. That's in life, period. If you have to work tomorrow, if you don't have to work tomorrow, if you with your family, if you're not with your family, if you, try to find something positive, tomorrow. There's a lot of things we have to be thankful for. There's a lot of things that we probably wish we were doing right now, or situations we wish we might not be going through, or things that doors we wish would open up in certain areas of life. There's, everybody has issues. No matter how people portray it on the outside, everybody got something going on in their life. It could be a sick relative. It could be just lost their job. It could be their car broke down. It could be their bad kids showing out. It could be their husband, got a side chick. I'm just saying, everybody goes through something. Everybody has something going on. Now, some might be smaller than others. Some might be bigger than others as far as issues. But tomorrow, try to find everything that you're thankful for, from the breath that you have, your sight, the use of your limbs, the family that you still have, the friends that you have. If you have a job, you have a house, you have, it's so many things to be thankful for. And that's why Thanksgiving is my favorite day. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review on Housewives of Atlanta and watching me prep my turkey for my turkey brine. And as usual, Primetime Squad, make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed to my channel. And in the meantime and in between time, Primetime Squad, stay safe, be blessed, happy Thanksgiving, and I'm out. Deuces.